How did I go from being a musician to winning finalist in the Slam Dance screenplay competition to winning best screenplay for a produced feature at Idlewild Festival of Cinema and many other screenplay awards? Charles Brickowski. The book, Love is a Dog from Hell. I was in my 20s. I found a book of this poetry. I'd never had any interest in reading poetry. And I opened up to this poem called One of the Hottest. She wore a platinum blonde wig and her face was rouged and powdered. And she put the lipstick on, making a huge painted mouth, and her neck was wrinkled, but she still had the ass of a young girl, and the legs were good. She wore blue panties, and I got them off, raised her dress, and with the TV flickering, I took her standing up. As we struggled around the room, I'm fucking the grave, I thought. I'm bringing the dead back to life. Marvelous. So marvelous. Like eating cold olives at 3 a.m. with half the town on fire. I came. You boys, keep your virgins. Give me hot old women in high heels with asses that forgot to get old. Of course, you leave afterwards or get very drunk, which is the same thing. We drank wine for hours and watched TV. And when we went to bed to sleep it off, she left her teeth in all night long. Charles Brickowski was a notorious drunk. All his poems were about booze, whores, bar fights, gambling. All his novels have no beginnings and no ends, just a very, very long, grinding middle, because that's how he saw life. He wrote his books and poems on the backs of cocktail napkins, then he typed them out on a little manual typewriter in flop houses in downtown LA. He didn't care if anyone liked his work. He didn't care if anyone read his work. He just wrote. I learned through Charles Brickowski that the everyday man, the uneducated man, because Brickowski barely graduated high school, can write his story. And that with a little honesty, his story can become priceless. He wrote the screenplay Barfly, starring Mickey Rourke and Faye Dunaway. There is no better person to read than the poetry of Charles Brickowski. And take his advice, put the books on top of the toilet and read his poems while you're having a good beer shit, because he wrote them with that intention in mind. Just take them in while you're pushing it out. That's his own quote.